personalized medicine is really the way to improve the health system so that patients do not undergo treatment with ineffective drugs or undergo side effects that are totally preventable. Hi all, my name is Erika. I come from Italy. I have been living in Finland for 8 years and I have been doing my studies here. I'm a postdoctoral researcher. I studied during my PhD cancer and diabetes research, but I'm currently postdoctoral research and I do biomedical research. In the current era of thousands of drugs available in the market and a lot of pharma research ongoing, knowing which drug is exactly the one that will work for you is really essential. Personalized medicine is really the way to improve the health system so that patients do not undergo treatment with ineffective drugs or undergo side effects that are totally preventable. Taking this pharmacogenetic testing was not only interesting and thrilling for me, but also gave me so much valuable information, not only to avoid unnecessary treatment, but also to avoid side effects, and some of them can even be life-threatening, like coagulation and thrombosis. In this test, for example, there are 2 genetic variants that lead to increased risk of vein thrombosis, and in the same test there is also another variant that doctors usually use to prescribe a starting dosage of warfarin, which is a drug used for treatment and prevention of thrombosis. And I personally happen to be positive associated with both variants. Therefore, this information is important for me not only now but in the future. In this genetic testing, for example, there is a variant called CYP2D6, which is involved in the metabolism of many drugs, and many of them are medications, pain medications, like codeine, for example, which I happen to need to take myself sometime in the past. Knowing this information helps me to know which drug wouldn't work for me, which will instead work for other individuals which have a different variant than mine. I do think and really hope that this genetic testing would be taken up by the healthcare system. It would definitely improve people's quality of life because they wouldn't need to undergo a certain treatment and then return with the same disease that they tried to cure and with maybe increased with side effects that they cannot bear. So I do think that people's quality of life would definitely improve with a prior genetic testing before prescribing a medicine, and it would save a lot of burden from the healthcare system financially, because resources that are invested in treating and re-prescribing new drugs to patients can instead, hopefully in the future, be channeled to propose this genetic testing for the broad population so that individuals can finally be treated at once with the right drug and the right dosage and at the right time.